Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 25. Right, this is the third time I'm going to try and start recording this. My recording software, OBS, and the prisms that I'm using for recording both decided to go off. I have had a graphics card update. I did leave it a week before doing it, and I still seem to have some kind of little bug with it. So I do need to keep an eye on this, because I don't know when it went off from the first. But all I've done is basically move this up here from the dairy, and I've delivered this up to here. That's as much as we've done. All I'm gonna do right now is I'm just gonna confirm if there's anything on this trailer that is a better price at the bakery, and that's kind of what we're gonna be doing right now. Flour is best price at the bakery. It's not a great price though, that's the problem. Bakery. So flour is best price at the bakery. So everything else can just... Yeah, like I say, it's not the best price in the world here, guys. But unfortunately, it is what it is. Oh, well, do you know what? I'm not that bothered. Let's just sell it. Let's just sell it. I'm not bothered about... I think by the look of it, that's going to be about £15 a pallet more, and I don't have to spend absolutely ages messing around. So let's do it this way. Let's just sell it. I want a good 20 grand from this, but I know we're going to get more because of the canola oil, but I'm just saying it's nice to get it. And boom, that is a wow, £36,844. That is also £1,977 in the bank for the environmental score as well. We do have our field on to roll. Like I said, I did start the recording and the recording topic crashed. It was very weird. It seems like at the moment, like, we're having like one problem after another, but like we're having issues with things getting updated, and then it's just really just causing me a headache in other places. Yeah, it's really strange actually. I do need to get onto that field once it's rolled and get it fertilized, because we did run out of slurry in the last one. But as you can see, we've still got 27,000 litres of that. We've got canola in there. We've almost got another flour and canola oil. That's crazy. We are still trying to work towards this field here, which is field 33. So that's kind of on its way to being done, you know, to being bought. We're 28,000 short, which isn't the end of the world. If we just have a little glide over to the sheep, we might have money in wool. We have a lot of money in wool, but this means driving obviously all the way up to the top of the map. If you're wondering, I did take this down to the dairy. If that's about £1,500 a pallet, when's the best price for the wool again? So we're not even at £1,500, but let's just work it out. 1,400, so that's 28, and technically 3, 1, 2, 1, 4 lots of 28. So yeah, do you know what? That's actually a good amount of money right now. Just gonna put that there so it can fill up. Yeah, we might as well take this up, guys. Like I say, it's all about trying to get that sunflower field. I do just want to point something out as well, that we do need to do a little bit of... No, we don't need to do anything on here, do we? The pH is okay. We're expecting a 94% yield from this field, but it's not the best. We've got no data on this, but it does need ploughing, so that loses about 15 to 20%. It does have weeds, which we can take care of the weeds if we can buy it in time. But yeah, you know, we've got a very busy episode coming along with what we've got to sell. Like I said, if we can get this, the reason I want sunflower field is I want to get it into the production. Now we do have till next, but I think we've got till October for the harvest, which means we could technically spend next month technically contracting, but we're not going to be far away from it, to be honest. You know, next month we do need to be taking into consideration that we will be doing some silage. Our silage, guys, is out, so I do believe at some point I did have to put our last ones in 80%. Yeah, I had to put our last few silage bales in between episodes because it had run out and it had 0 health, so I'm going to presume that it had 0 health for a little while and we missed it. But here's the problem, just to give you guys so you all know where we're coming from. It means our grass field isn't enough for 1 year. That's unfortunately going to be a problem moving forward, because as our cows get older they eat more and we are not supplying enough silage right now. And I really, I've got to be honest, I really do not want to be buying another grass field. I will buy another grass field if we have to, and just have, you know, we'll still only have 1 grass field, but you know, oh, hang on a minute guys, let me just, my time was not on 10 because like I said, I was having a few issues with the recordings and stuff, so I did kind of stop the recording earlier, just well, I didn't stop it, it decided that it wanted to crash. Yeah, graphics card update, yay, we all love those. I left it a week as well, and it's really annoying because I left it a week, I had no problems. I played some Apex with it yesterday, no problems at all, and today it decided it wanted to just absolutely crash. I think my first recording lasted about 10 minutes for a while. I don't exactly know when it went off, so I just went, you know what, all I did in the first few minutes was like move stuff around, load the trailer up, things like that, so it's not the end of the world. But other than that field, there's not too much to do today other than a contract. So I'm not in a rush to like run this up there. Let me just double check something with our production for the spinnery. Our spinnery has enough wool to deal with to last the rest of the month. Next month though, in August 1, in September 1, we will have to put wool into the spinnery. Now at let's just call it £1,500, just rough working out. We've got roughly 3, 6, 9, 12. We've got about 11 grand in wool. Now, as I was trying to point out, we are trying to get to that field. We're about £28,000-ish. We're about £29,000 short actually. Now we've put the worker on. But we still have flour being made. We still have canola oil being made. Now they're not the best price, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. We are, you know, we're working towards it. That's our main goal. But 80,053 litres plus the environmental score, don't forget, we do get a little bonus for being environmentally friendly. Don't really know what a little bonus we get, but yeah, we do get it. So if we run this up here, we will be onto a good one. But even if we get 10 grand for this is 10 grand I wasn't technically planning on today, so yeah. But in the next episode we've got stuff getting spawned at the dairy once again as well. So what I'll probably do is I might even leave this down at the dairy. We might take this to the dairy. We'll have a couple of pallets next time. September is our final month for selling though. We have to get everything done in there. But again, we've still got 27,000 and a little bit left in the trailer of sorghum. I mean, we're gonna make a fortune on the flour now. And you know, and it's like I was saying before, we might make flour very quickly with our production, but we're still processing the same amount of sorghum. If it does it in a month, or if it does it in 6 months or 12 months, it's still the same amount we're going to get. But at the moment, it's just helping us get our farm established. I do like the little greenhouse. It does keep us ticking over very nicely indeed. There we go. Like I said, guys, £11,807, including the environmental score. That is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, my plan is at the moment is just to try and do the. If we ever come up to here, we go to the dairy next. You know, there are some fields need harvesting. It would be good to do some contract, but it would be nice if we could get a contract where we delivered the grain to us. That would be fantastic. And I remember was it in FS22? That was possible. It was very rare, but it was possible. If you owned the production, you could have it delivered to yourself. But yeah, I'll tell you what, let's just have a little look on the contracts. Is there any harvesting that delivers? Old grain mill, field 25. That actually, do you know what? That is fantastic. That is to our sell point. Old grain mill. Yeah, that field up there. Yeah. Right, I'll tell you what, we're gonna slightly change this, but I think we might have a problem trailer wise, as in we might actually not be able to do this. Right, yeah, there is our sell point. That means we'll get the grain, guys, and we get the flour. Come on, this is a double whammy in earnings. Got to be careful though, because our problem's going to be oh, hang on a minute. Will this drive? Ah, it's gone the wrong way. I could really do with it up there at 77. I don't mind doing a time lapse on this, guys. It gives me a chance to drive back to the farm and get the trailer and stuff. I just need to get a worker working on this. But if we go like that, we go like this, we do create a job, and then we go on to here, start job. Yes, we're basically going to do the next field up. Target is unreachable. Oh, here we go again. Why does it do this every once in a... You literally were getting ready to go. Create job. Sometimes I think it's because you don't put it in the field enough. I think that's what it is sometimes. Yeah. Put it more into the field and it works. But I don't like to put it in the middle of the field in case it spawns that way. Right, we're going to have to drive this back to the shop then, guys. Back to the farm. I was going to leave it at the dairy, but we do need to get back to the farm because, well, we need our blue trailer. Oh, hang on a minute. We need our trailer, but, here's a problem. I'm just thinking. We need to get that there. Yeah, this may not be... Yeah, we've still got sorghum in our trailer. If our trailer's not empty, we might have to rent a trailer. It's not the end of the world. There's that little bit of stuttering I was talking about before. Yeah. I don't think we'll get both harvests done. Especially since the first one's a relatively big one. Twin the flour this'll make, doing the contract. Now, do I have the mod where I can get the straw at the same time? Although I'm not really interested in the straw. It would be nice to have the straw, but our cow barn doesn't take much. Oh, we got a very busy day today then, guys. We got a very busy day. The worker can go and work his heart out up there. trying to decide if it's worth buying a second trailer, but that means losing a little bit of money. That is the problem. It's definitely... Oh, that's got quite a bit of grain in there. That's not good. Okay, that's... Right, we're gonna have to... Too expensive. We're gonna have to lease a trailer then, guys. We don't have a choice. How much is that with the extension? £20,000 exactly. £20,000 for that one. At least with the extension, we can fill this. Let's just... No. I don't want to finance it. Let's lease that. There we go. It's cost us £1,000, but we're going to make a fortune on this contract. I had a feeling it might work. FS22 was, like I say, it was the same. It was relatively... I never liked doing it, where you got the grain yourself. But you know what? I am a businessman. I am working with other local farmers. They are going to give me their grain, and I'm going to basically scam them out of flour. I'm robbing them. I'm robbing the local farmers for the grain. They're going to pay me to harvest it, and then pay me a bonus, and I'm going to keep all the grain. Yes. Hey, I don't care. That is the best thing ever. I think in every series now we're going to have we're going to have one of these little windmills. Might use the different versions. This was one of my favourite trailers in FS22. It's such a nice trailer. Kind of running out of things to do. We're going to have to wait for the harvester to get full before we can empty it. I can't believe we've got this as a job. Actually, no, I can't believe we've got this as a destination for our farm. That is absolutely brilliant. That might end up being this might end up being one of the ways we make extra money. Like, we get paid to deliver it, and we get paid to sell it. Oh, that is fantastic. I'm buzzing. I kind of feel like I'm robbing people, but I really don't care. And I say I will get this into a little bit of a time lapse in a minute, guys. I'm just wondering if it's going to be possible to... maybe harvest this field. It's going to take a while to harvest though, just to give you all a heads up. Our sorghum field took one. If I knew this was an option, we would have been doing this earlier on. It was only when I started seeing the fields ready for harvesting, I was like, oh, I wonder if, and then it worked. Right, he's in the field. Gotta go this way. He's in the field, but he hasn't started. It is very slow to unfold this harvester though, guys. I will just point that out. It is very slow to unfold this harvester. And there we go, it is. I think we stopped. No, he is working there. Right, so let's get this onto here. Right, let's go then, guys. I think what we're better off doing is just getting this straight into a time lapse, really, so we can get as much of this field done. Well, we have to get this field done. If it ends up rolling off recording into, like, you know, we're not going to be able to do this next one. You know, it'll just be what it is. I'll have to just finish it as and when. But we have to keep an eye out for contracts that go to our sell point in future. The sunflower contract, for example, might end up going there if we don't own the field in time. Whoa! Guys. My harvester just apparently left the world. Guys, where's my harvester gone? Oh, guys, how much did we have in there? What? 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 You saw that, didn't you? We had like 85%. You know what? I'm not even... What's going on with this today? What is going on? Apparently it was detected outside of the world. I don't really know what's going on here, guys. I was just driving and it left... What? I'm not being... Oh, whatever. Right, that's technically got more than we should have, guys. But to be honest with you, it also... There won't be enough wheat on this field to finish this contract. Yeah, that has really, really caught me out. Like, what the hell's going on there? I've got no idea what just happened there, but apparently we left the world. Even though you guys literally just saw, we did not leave the world. I instantly came out of the time lapse when I saw that happen, and it was like, what's going on there? So yeah, very peculiar, but we were just coming to the end of the time lapse in about a minute's time anyway. So it's not really the end of the world. Yeah, just very strange indeed was that. Very strange indeed. But while that's just emptying into that trailer, guys, we will just get this work onto here, because we will go back into another time lapse. Now, I know this is going to be very time lapsey, but I also didn't really plan on there being contracts that we could take to our delivery point either. So yeah, it's a weird one, but we might as well get our mower onto work, because we're doing that in the next episode anyway. So the sooner we can do it this way, the better, really. We might as well put this onto here. We'll oh, you know what? No. There we go. Let's use cosplay on this one, guys. Let's just use cosplay. We'll do generate a course. That'll do. Oh, whoa. Bear with me. We put generate a course. We didn't ask. Headlands. Let's do 2 headlands. Oh, wrong menu. Why do I keep doing this? Do 2 headlands on there, because I want to get back up onto that job on there. So let's just let him just do that thing, really. Yeah, it was very peculiar what's happened there, guys. I kind of don't want to go over that area again anytime soon. That was really weird. But we're going to have to be careful, because we don't need that happening again. I'm also going to have to make sure we keep an eye on how much grain is in here. We can always adjust it in the XML if we ended up, say, delivering too much and things like that. But we were about 80% full. Now, I have technically added 20% in, but what I can do is I can get to about 20% now and then empty the harvester. That's kind of why I did it. But we were approximately 80% when the harvester decided to apparently fall through the map. I don't know what else it could have been. It has to be technically falling through the map. It's as much as I can really put it down to. But if you notice, I've been doing these tracks here. These have been they're not very yieldy, to be fair. But as you can see, look, we've got about 15% now. If we get it to about 20-ish%, As I say, we were on about 80%. I'm sure we were on 80%. I wouldn't know without actually loading up the recording, but everything's genuine on this series. I don't change anything unless, you know. Right, so if we well, I'll tell you what, let's just get to the end of here. Right, that'll do, because it's a full pack. So we've added in extra. Oh, hang on a minute. I've got to go to the machine, go to there, go to there, and empty. Right, so that's the 20% extra we added in to begin with. So what I want to do, I just want to be very careful. I really don't want to fall through the map again. That's kind of why I haven't gone into a time lapse, just in case there was any more problems. Right, no, it seems to be, if it happens again, guys, at least you'll know why I'll come out of the time lapse. But I really need to get this done in this episode. As you can see, guys, this is the final bit on this field. So we have managed to get this done in this episode. It might be a slightly longer episode than anticipated, but I also didn't anticipate this being an option where we can basically rob our workers, our other farmers. I do feel like I'm robbing them. And you know what? I genuinely don't care. I genuinely don't care. If they want to have their grain delivered to me, I will happily take it off their hands for free. I'm doing the contract. Why not? And I get paid for doing the contract. It won't be too bad if I didn't get paid for this. But yeah, just to give you all a little bit of a heads up, I am going to obviously just empty this into the trailer. I'm going to try and send this worker to... We do have that other field. I just want to... Before I do anything else while this is unloading, I do want to go down the option of seeing if... we can do wheat next month. If we can do wheat next month, I'm going to go and send it to field 25. If not, I want to see field 76 right here. It's just been an absolutely brilliant trailer, by the way, guys. This is going to fit everything in up to now. So if we look on the calendar, can we do wheat next month? If not, can we do wheat next month? We cannot do wheat next month, guys. So we are going to lose field 25 as a contract. I don't have the ability to do that. That's a shame. What field number is it next to us, by the way? I just need to double check this. It is 76. I don't know why. I just said it, didn't I? Let's just delete the contracts. Bring them back in. See, carrots. That would be a bloody good contract to do if it weren't so far away. No. So yeah, we're gonna have to lose 25. Just because I don't want to take a hit on this though. Do I take a hit on this? I don't take a hit because I didn't start it. Fantastic. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do here. Well, let me go to the other side. Why does my player feel like it's moving really, really strangely? What we're going to do is we're just going to run this down to the farm. Not the harvester, the grain. I'm not a... Oh, we didn't empty the harvester. Okay, our trailer is full that we've rented. Wow. What I want to do is I just want to run this all the way back to the farm. We're going to put that worker on there. We're going to create job and we're going to send it... There will do. And then we're going to get into our Deutschfahrt and we're going to get this in. Now, the reason why I want to do this on recording, which is why it might end up being a little bit longer than anticipated, is the ability to... Our mill may not take all this wheat, but this contract has to be done in this month. So what I'm thinking is we might end up having to like fast forward a little bit of time just to make sure there's room for this in the mill. If you remember, we can only take 27,000 litres into the mill for sorghum. I don't know if it's a bigger or a lower capacity for the wheat till I get there. I can look. I just wanted to deliver this and I wanted to complete this contract on recording. This is what it was all about. And as you can see, you know, 22,500 here. We've still got a little bit left in the harvester as well. So that's going to come down. But yeah, we need to keep an eye on this. Like I say, sunflower oil, anything we've got production wise, we need to be basically babysitting it and making sure we can get it into our mill. They're the contracts we want to do. We can make double the amount of money. Now I do want to be selling the flour. So what I'll probably do off recording is I'll probably load the trailer up ready, but at the beginning of the next episode there's already going to be another bomb load of flour. That's the problem. Yeah, there's going to be a lot. Our canola field for next year is ready. It's all done. It just needs a little once over with some fertilizer for the bits that we ran out of slurry. Other than that, done, dusted. Might want a bit of lime actually, but it's been a while since I limed it, I think. But we can check the lime while this is emptying, because I don't think this is all going to fit in this. Whoa, we were losing control there. And that is ready to bail up in the next episode. Look at that, brilliant. We are moving along quite nicely now. We are moving along at a faster pace than I anticipated. The windmill has made a huge difference to the series. I didn't think I was going to hit that. I didn't think I was going to hit that. Just want to point that out there. Right, let's get that into there. Let's get the wheat turned on instantly. There's another flower already. We're gonna get the sunflower field so quickly. It's fantastic. Wheat flour we are gonna activate. Guys, what's gone on here? Oh. Wheat is 3,700 litres. Guys, I just emptied 22,500 litres. Where's my wheat gone? No, no, seriously, where's my wheat gone? I've just put 22,500 litres of wheat in there. Have I put it into somewhere else? Alright guys, I'm trying to reverse. Right guys, I'm going to have to fix this off recording because I don't really know what's gone wrong and I don't feel like investigating it on recording. But I've just put 22,500 litres of wheat and it's only given me 3,000 in here. So this is... I really don't know, guys. But for now, thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's been a very weird episode, falling through the map and my windmill's broken, but we'll get to the bottom of it. As I say, thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you all in the next episode.